Welcome to Top 4 everyone. This is Najee in Brooklyn. I am back with another video today. We're going to discuss the Champions League draw, the Europa League draw, and Romelu Lukaku says he is one of the best strikers in the world. But first things first, please like, subscribe, and enjoy the show. We live in a headline society. Everything is magnified these days. Coaches go to talk to the media before and after games. Players go talk to the media before and after games. And even agents are going to the media these days. Let's see what happened last week and discuss if it's BS or real talk. We are going to start with Mino Raiola on the future of Paul Pogba. Mino Raiola talking to Tuttosport. This is what he said. It's over for Paul Pogba at Man United. Paul is unhappy as he is no longer able to express himself in the way that he would like. Paul needs a new team. He is under contract for the next 18 months that will expire in the summer of 2022. I'm going to be as honest as I can. This is 100% real talk. Paul Pogba has been at United since 2016. He won the FA Cup, the Europa League, and the League Cup. Last year was a very bad season for Paul, and he played only 16 games and scored only 1 goal. Let's be honest, he is unhappy at United. But that could be for a lot of reasons. United hasn't been ambitious. They haven't been competitive year in, year out. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't trust Paul Pogba. He doesn't play him every game. He prefers Fred and McTominay because Pogba is a liability defensively. So that's also on Paul. But since he can't play, he can't express himself in the way that he would like. And that's a problem. Paul needs to move to another team. He needs a change of scenery. This is my opinion. But that's not all on Man United. We need to understand that. This is also on Paul Pogba. He lacks leadership. And like I said, he's a liability defensively. That gets him in hot water sometimes when Man United needs someone to step up in the middle of the field. In my opinion, and I'm not asking Man United to follow my opinion, they need to sell him and try to recoup as much money as I can from what they spent for him. And there's only 3 teams that could buy him. Or 3 teams that he would move to be honest. He wouldn't stay in the Premier League, that's for sure. So Real Madrid is an option. It's the prestigious club. Zinedine Zidane is the coach at Real. He could go back to Juve. His best years when he was playing with Juve. Andrea Pirlo is the coach right now. He played with Pirlo at Juventus. And also, he could move back home and play for Paris Saint-Germain. But I think that's the least of the options. I don't think he is finished as a player, But this is the best option for Paul. I'm going to move to Romelu Lukaku. Talking to France Football, I am one of the best strikers in the world. This is again real talk. I mean, there's only 5 top strikers in the world right now. Kylian Mbappe, Mo Salah, Robert Lewandowski, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and of course, Romelu Lukaku. These are my 5 top strikers right now. And you can't argue with me, which is great, because that's my show. But what you could do, you could write down below your 5 top strikers in Europe right now. I don't think Messi is one of them, but I'm just saying. Lukaku played 33 games with Inter last year, scored 23 goals. This year, he played already 12 games and scored 11 goals for Inter, which is a great return. In terms of quality, in terms of attitude, he's always positive, and mentality, he is one of the best. Before the age of 23, only Raul Gonzalez, everybody knows Raul, Ronaldo, Messi, and Aguero scored more goals than him. And let's be honest here. Lukaku is not just a goal scorer. He makes his teammates around him better. He gives a lot of assists. He makes Martinez better. He makes Alexis Sanchez better right now. And he could play in different ways at Inter. If Antonio Conte wants to play on the counter-attack, he is so quick and he could easily do that for him. He is also so physical that he could hold up the ball, bring his teammates in, and start playing his back against the goal as well. So there's a lot of options that Lukaku can play with at Inter. And Conte, that's why he's actually not missing any games at Inter, which is great. He loves it. He is a leader. He is only 27-year-old, so he's going to only get better. And his best days, like I said, are ahead of him. So Lukaku is, for me, one of the top strikers in the world right now. And the last person that I'm going to involve with that game, BS or real talk, is a coach, is a very famous coach. He's called Jose Mourinho. On Tottenham chances on winning the league, here's Jose. We are not even in the race. Talking about the race in the Premier League. We are not a horse. I do not know what the world is. We are a small, young horse. We are just a pony. He's used that analogy before. Guys, please do not listen to Jose. Do not listen. This is 100% BS. I mean, the North London club came close to winning trophies under Mauricio Pochettino. But they couldn't do it. Including the Champions League. They went to the final, played against Liverpool. They always fell short. Mourinho is a serial winner. He was brought to win games. He's not there to entertain. He is there to win every single game and probably end the drought that Tottenham had in 29 years. Jose is making every single player believe that they could win every single game. And they could win it in a lot of different ways. They won against United 6-1, playing beautiful football. They scored very late against Brighton and won 2-1. So they're capable of grinding a result, winning in the last stages of the game. They won twice 1-0 against Burnley and West Brom. These are very important points they collected. They also got 7 points from Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal this year. They have a world-class player in Son and Harry Kane, of course, but they found the balance in midfield. Højbjerg and Sissoko are an excellent combination. So these are very important players for Jose in the middle of the field. They got a lot of depth, and then when they're fit, they could challenge anyone in the Premier League. Lucas Moura, Lo Celso, Dele Alli, Gareth Bale, Lamela, Harry Winks. They got the squad in depth to compete, and they have the best attacking duo in Europe right now, combined Harry Kane and Son together. They are in the mix right now. I mean, we all know they lost against Liverpool, and Liverpool still have that winning mentality from last year. Tottenham can win the league this year. They are in the mix. We can't deny that. You're going to be challenging Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, and Man City. They will be up there. So do not listen to Jose. I'm telling you right now, Tottenham is in the mix. I'm going to move to 2 draws, one in the Champions League, one in the Europa League, that are going to be very tricky for 2 big teams. Real Madrid are going to play Atalanta from Italy. That is a very, very tricky encounter for Real. We all know what Atalanta can do. They've beaten big club last year in the Champions League, this year as well. They qualified as a second best in the group. Real is not having a good season right now, although they won the last few games. But defensively, they are not there. Atalanta can hit them with the way they play, and Real need to be very attentive going into that game. I'm leaning towards the upset here. On the second game, which is in the Europa League, Man United had a nightmare of a draw. They're going to play Sociedad. Sociedad is having a very good season in Spain. They could definitely cause United trouble. And I'm keeping an eye on that encounter in the Europa League as well. There's a lot of exciting games coming up. I'm going to start soon with some predictions. But I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Please let me know down below in the comments, what do you think of Jose Mourinho's quotes the other day while talking to the media before the game? And please let me know if Mino Raiola was at fault talking about Paul Pogba to Tuttosport. Paul Pogba is going to be asked about what Mino said in the media the next time they talk to him. You don't want him to be answering questions about his agent. This is the last thing you want to do. You want to distract him. But let me be on a separate note. He is not going to be moving in a transfer window here. During the winter transfer windows, I don't think big players move to different clubs. The last big move, if I remember correctly, was Fernando Torres from Liverpool to Chelsea. Back then it was a $50 million or £50 million move. Paul, I think, is gonna move next summer to one of the 3 clubs I mentioned. Please let me know, what do you think about that? Until we meet then, thank you very much for watching. Peace.